Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing something completely different to what I normally do in my videos, because we'll be looking at, on this website, we'll just be looking at what this website has to say about the 4 cryptocurrency predictions for 2023, and I'll give my personal opinion back to it. Remember, nothing in this video is investment or financial advice. Please always do your own research. I'll link the website in the description below because the URL is quite long for me to read out, but it's posted by The Motley Fool and it's by Sean Williams here. Obviously this is a personal opinion of someone. I'll be reading through it and give my personal opinion back. With these type of things, you can never really tell if someone's right or wrong until their prediction happens or it doesn't, you know, like it's one of those type of things, but I'll be looking for it anyway. So the first prediction is that Ethereum will briefly surpass Bitcoin in market value. The first crypto prognostication, that is such a hard word to read, for 2023 is that Ethereum will do the impossible, even if it's only for a short time, and surpass the market value of Bitcoin. I read further into this, and because I was a bit confused whether it meant like, you know, like the value of the actual Bitcoin. Bitcoin's like currently like £16, no, not £16, £16,000, and Ethereum's like £1,000, £1, not £1, £1,000. And I was thinking, like, how could it switch with that? You know, I'm pretty sure like Bitcoin will always be like very, very expensive compared to Ethereum, but I can never 100% because there is a lot of that Ethereum's used for now. It's a legit like a blockchain, it's a network. There's a lot used around it. But as you read into it a bit more, it says about like the transactions. So Ethereum averaged 40,000 transactions daily in 2016 and around 700,000 transactions daily in 2019, and has consistently been above 1 million transactions per day for the past 2 years. So I think they mean it could potentially, like, market value of what the actual token is worth itself, you know, not like the value that you pay to get one, but like the value of the whole thing itself. I mean, Ethereum's getting used more and more daily. I remember when it had really, really high gas fees. And it's like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people either stick with Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum. I currently feel that there's more on Ethereum than there is on Binance, but Binance is like a very large blockchain again. It's a bit like NFTs in my head originated from Ethereum because it originated from like OpenSea, and OpenSea was Ethereum, and now it's only just started like having Binance Smart Chain NFTs on OpenSea. So I feel like it could, the value of what it's worth to use could slightly overtake Bitcoin, but I don't know, because I feel like Bitcoin's just Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin's like the starter of cryptocurrency. But I feel like there could be more people using Ethereum at one point, you know, there could be like that type of stuff happening for like a day or something, but honestly don't know, because it's like hard as well, considering like a lot of crypto is like decentralized and that, and there's so many transactions happening like daily, so it's going to be like impossible to, you know, monitor that. But I mean, if you wanted to, you probably could. But Bitcoin's been going for ages as well, and I think in a lot of people's heads, Bitcoin is like always at the top for them. So that's my personal opinion on that one. Let's go on to the next one, which is the 2 most popular meme coins will lose 50% of their value. This one I could see happening. Is talking about Shiba Inu and Dogecoin. Shiba Inu goes by Shib. Dogecoin goes by Doge. I'm pretty sure I've done a video on Shib before. I don't think I've done one on Doge. I'm not too sure. But like, I personally think it could a bit. I know more so with Dogecoin. I can't remember that much about Shiba Inu. I looked into it much recently. But Dogecoin, I'm pretty sure Dogecoin become large because of TikTok, I'm pretty sure. And this was like a couple years ago. But I know there ain't really a cap on the supply or anything, so there can't really be a demand there forever, because the tokens aren't really like set at one thing, and then you get rid of like 100,000 of them, and then there's less of them. You know, it's kind of like all over the place. But both of them are very valuable. But it could be that like meme coins don't do as well next year, but I don't know, because meme coins are always popping up everywhere, like the amount of videos I do, and they're on some new meme coins that have came out, or like they're on Pink Sale getting, you know, their pre-sale and their fair launch to be a meme coin. Like there's always meme coins coming back into the scene, so I do personally think that it could happen, but at the same time I really don't. 50% of their value is a lot. Will lose another 50% of their value, so that means like lose all their value, you know, that's like a lot. At one point in 2021, Shiba Inu and Dogecoin were the hottest coins in the crypto space. Dogecoin gained well in excess of 20,000% in 6-month stretch, leading up to Elon Musk's appearance on Saturday Night Live as the Doge father. Meanwhile, Shiba Inu produced a once-in-a-lifetime gain of more than 121 million% between the stroke of midnight on January 1st, 2021, and its all-time high set on October 27, 2021. See, now that is like a ridiculous amount of percentage, you know, like that's a lot. But it's such a hard one when trying to figure out these price predictions. So here's like the Shiba Inu chart, I'm guessing, that they've put on it. And yeah, you can see the all-time high like here in October, and it has been going down a bit. But I find like when I've done my videos on a lot of coins recently, they all are seeming to have quite a low chart. I've picked it up like whenever I do my videos, because whenever I'm on CoinMarketCap and I see their chart, it's like they look like they're always on a downwards like slope. Some of them are like going up in a minute, but obviously when you zoom out, that's when you can truly see, because when it might be going down for the last 30 minutes and therefore it looks like a slope going down. But it could be like next year things are going to go up, but as well because of the FTX and all of that, people, I guess, are like pulling out of crypto. There's a lot of that happening, because if you've lost your money, you don't really want to be going back into it, and a lot of people are wanting to hold tokens not through an exchange as well. They want to like hold it in their wallet, and I guess like as well things like that could prohibit some people from doing it, because some people live with exchanges and some people use MetaMask and wallets like that, and they're like decentralized and that. So this one, another major cryptocurrency exchange will fail. So it talks about FTX here. So FTX, which is one of the largest digital currency exchanges by trading volume, filed for bankruptcy protection in November, which effectively rendered the FTX token FTT 0.53 both worthless and useless in a matter of 48 hours. See, that was really bad. And then FTX went from tweeting about newly leased office space in Miami to seeking $9 billion in funding to stave off bankruptcy. Like, it's genuinely terrible what happened with FTX. And like the worst thing is, like, no one really saw it coming. I didn't anyway. I wasn't a user of FTX, but I reckon some people kind of did. But it was kind of like out of the blue. More so because they were saying about like FTX was being a good exchange and people praising it, and then that happened. It's like terrible. And here it says the list of cryptocurrencies provided in services to includes Binance, Crypto.com, KuCoin, as well as the native KuCoin token. So I think they're getting this prediction from the FTX, because obviously, typically speaking, if FTX has crashed and done this crash, like, you know, this many people, like loads of people know about this, and loads of people have been affected by this, it is going to prevent these people, or like prohibit these people from wanting to go back onto another exchange, and as well as it can make people not want to use exchanges. So people, like I was just saying, people want to more so use a decentralized wallet like a MetaMask instead of using an exchange. So I guess it could make the exchanges less popular, but I don't think it could ever make them fail. Especially Binance, I don't think so. Binance is like really, really big, and I feel like there's a lot of transparency with Binance. I'm not too sure about crypto.com. I've heard about it. Crypto.com's been going a long time, and KuCoin, I don't know too much about that one myself. But obviously, there might be smaller exchanges that will fail, but I don't think Binance could personally fail. I can never say never, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. Obviously, that's what people would say with the FTX. They'd say they didn't see it happening, but you can never say never. But I feel like there's a lot of transparency with Binance. But 100% the FTX could cause another one to crash. But I'm not sure whether it happened too late. I think it will happen like soonish, if anything. Because in a year's time, people are going to be kind of like moving on a bit. Obviously, the people who have lost their money ain't. But I don't know. As soon as like it happens, I guess it slowly starts to recover. Especially when all the money is paid back or something, because they have. I saw a video earlier and it said about 3-something billion still could give back, or they're in hold or something. I don't truly read up about it that much, but I think it could cause a loss of people to certain exchanges, but I don't think it could cause it to fail if the exchange is transparent and there's not anything too bad happening on the exchange. Like FTX. If it was happening, if there was stuff like FTX happening, then I think it would cause it to fail. And the last one is El Salvador will be forced to give up its Bitcoin experiment. I have not heard about this, so we'll have a read. We began this list with an off-the-wall prediction, and we're going to end it with an equally long-reach projection. El Salvador will abandon its Bitcoin push before 2023 comes to close. September 2021 was supposed to be the shining moment in the existence of cryptocurrency. El Salvador became the first country to legalize Bitcoin as tender and require businesses to accept the token as currency, but less than 16 months after Bitcoin was given the thumbs up by El Salvador's enthusiastic president Nayib Bukele, I'm not good with reading names, it's proved to be a complete disaster. For starters, most El Salvadorians, many of which lack access to traditional finance services, aren't interested in using Bitcoin to pay for goods and services. See, I remember when El Salvador did become legal, like crypto. I remember that happening, but I don't read too much up about on the news unless it's like comes up on my phone from BBC. You know, like depends what mood I'm in. I like to look at altcoins and smaller coins and just see really like if they could do well. A server of 1,269 El Salvadorian by the Jose Simeon Canis Central American University found that only 24.4% had used Bitcoin to make a payment in 2022. See, that's not too low of a percentage because there's not many people in the world, truly. If you did like a experiment with every single person in the world, it'd probably only be about 20% or 30% that have used a Bitcoin, because there's so many people in this world that genuinely can't access it. So it's not the worst thing ever, I guess. But the bigger issue for Bukele is that El Salvador appears to be teetering on the brink of debt default within the next couple of years. Thanks to receiving $450 million in recent loans, it's likely avoid what seemed like an imminent default in January 2023 on its own sovereign debt as recently as a few months ago. See, this one's so hard for me to ever give a personal opinion because I truly don't know. You know, like, I have no idea. Bitcoin has lost more than 60% of its value since El Salvador began using public funds to make purchases. See, Bitcoin's lost a lot of value. Yeah, it was like 60,000 USD and now it's only like probably 20,000 USD. But, I mean, it's not the worst because it goes up and then it goes down. You know, it goes down, but it never goes as low as what it started at. You know, it never goes as low as what it was like in 2017 when it was like 3,000. It kind of does quite well, you know. It's still 17,000. That's a lot. And obviously the people who bought it at 60,000 have lost quite a lot. But if they hold it, it might go back up. You can never say never. It might drop to zero. But I think it could go back up. In years to come anyway. And plus it's still 17,000. Like, that's still a lot of money per one. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It'd help me out a lot. Also comment down below any other coins, projects, tokens, anything crypto related you'd like me to do a video on, and I'll do that for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.